Is it happening right now? What am I talking about? It's what you all wonder. I understand. Let me talk about what I'm going to talk about. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. I'm talking about this chart right here. This is the Bitcoin dominance. And if you like altcoins, then this should be the most important chart basically that there is. The further the Bitcoin dominance goes up, not good it is for altcoins, really. Now, there is something really bullish to this, of course, because the Bitcoin dominance has been going up and altcoins have been doing pretty well. So we can all imagine that if the Bitcoin dominance now finally goes down, we finally enter alt season. Damn! It's been a long time. It's been a long time. How long has it been since we have been into an alt season? Well, it's actually been April 2021, really. March, April, May 2021. These were 3 months of a pretty big alt season. And we had these small alt seasons right here, but that was nothing really too special. The real big one, the last big one, was almost 2 years ago. So are we going to repeat that soon? Well, therefore, the Bitcoin dominance today should go up a little more, in my opinion, because to fall this hard, we first have to climb this hard. And we are in the middle of climbing like this. And we have been climbing very steadily. We have been going up, consolidating, small correction, up again, sideways long time, up again, sideways for a long time, up again. Now we are, we are still like 53.2%. This is a big area of resistance. We had a lot of support here back in 2018 and a lot of support in 2017. This is multi-months of support, right? We went here in August 2018 and we broke above it in April 2019. Okay, so it could be very long that we will range here, but like I said, if we break above it, what does it mean? It means that altcoins are becoming worth less against Bitcoin, right? Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that altcoins are going down on the dollar pair, because that, of course, depends on what Bitcoin is doing. But luckily for us, Bitcoin is doing very well. And therefore, altcoins can now, altcoins have been bullish, man. They have been bullish. They have been doing 2-3x's from the bottom, give or take. And it's mostly because Bitcoin is doing so well. Because if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, it's not that this has been going down really. If we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, but excluding stable coins, then we can see this chart. And this chart is kind of the same, but it's a little bit more bullish as we are more in price discovery mode, or price discovery, dominance discovery mode right there. And like I said earlier, we had some big resistance right here. We got rejected right there, and it looks like we are going to try again at around that 60% level. Now, if we do break that and we go higher, like I said, it means that altcoins go down on the Bitcoin pair. But from that point, they can only go up, right? At a certain point, what goes up comes down, what goes down goes up. And that's where the real altcoin season is going to start. So let's take a look at a couple of altcoins in this video that I think are really interesting to keep your eyes on. Now, what I think happens in the meantime, the DXY has been going down, so that's bullish for crypto. Could it come down a little bit more? Yes, it's all possible, of course. I do think that the DXY could come down a little bit more, and that could line up with this bullish crypto movement that we are seeing right now, by the way. Nevertheless, the S&P going up right now. It's all like the DXY sitting at support, almost, give or take, right? The S&P sitting at resistance. If you look at the S&P on the money supply, sitting at major, like multi-years, like 20 years of resistance, basically. If you look at Bitcoin, major resistance. Major in this area over here. Like if we do have another push towards 40k, cool, but there it's gonna be really hard. But also this trend line right here, we're flirting with it constantly. Like we cannot really seem to really break above it, right? We try and we have some wicks, but we just can't really. So also big resistance right there. If we take a look at the altcoin market, the total 3, where is it sitting? Major resistance. If we look at the others, the top 125, excluding the top 10, major resistance. If we look at the USDT dominance, so how much money is not sitting into crypto but USDT, support, right? So everything lines up with a pretty good correction, right? The stars are pretty much aligned, unless every resistance area is going to be broken and all the other support areas like the USDT is going to be broken as well. And it can happen, but hey, we have to talk about what's likely. We're not going to sit here and predict stuff. I'm just talking about what's likely to happen. Right? So I do expect a good correction. And as soon as we get that, yeah, it's time to step in. It's very clear. It's very clear. The crypto market wants to break out right now. It wants to break out. And the interesting thing as well is the total crypto market has been going up quite hard, right? So there has been more money coming into crypto because this is also including those stables. So this is not money that's been put from stables into crypto. This has been money that's put from your grandmother's sock into crypto, you sneaky bitch. So I'm still sick. I do these things then. So if more money is coming into crypto, hey, new people, right? Well, not new people, maybe people that were in crypto previously already, but you know, people that weren't in crypto the last couple of months are now coming into crypto. So let's say you are one of the newer ones, right? You're probably not, but let's say you are. Let's say last week you opened up your phone and you saw crypto, and you were like, okay, let me go in. What's usually to happen? Max pain, right? If you see everything going well and you step in, it goes down. These are a lot of yous that are stepping in right now. And it, in my opinion, is very understandable that we see a good pullback. But also, an alt season, we're not there yet. We have to load up on it a little bit more, and then we can get a good alt season finally, right? This what we have seen right now, by the way, for the like people that wonder. No, we haven't seen an alt season with these pumps that we have seen right now. Alt season is where the dominance goes down, right? Where altcoins outperform Bitcoin. This is going up. You believe it or not, but Bitcoin is still outperforming altcoins collectively, right? There's always an altcoin here and there that under or overperforms, but overall, this is the altcoin market. So we have been very far from an alt season. And that's good because the real fun is about to start. It hasn't started yet, right? But it's about to start. If you liked your 2x gains, congratulations. You're going to like a full cycle where it gives you actual 20x gains. And that's what we're going for. We're not into crypto for 2x gains. Like, come on, that's not what crypto is meant to be for us. We are early into it. We deserve... Crypto is so high risk, right? And people always say about Bitcoin like, oh, it's so boring. But... it's still crypto. It's high risk. The altcoins that most people are looking at are high risk, right? But if we take these high risks, yeah, come on, man, we deserve some rewards as well by now. So let's take a look at that. So after the correction that I am very like, I just want to say this so that people in I don't want to put a deadline on it, but in a couple of months or something can mock me like, you said it, but it didn't happen. I think it will. There is a very likely scenario that there will be a good correction. Very likely. Therefore, I'm now not really aping into the market yet. Okay, I have some good money left. I feel like I want to allocate it. But not now, I'm not buying the top. I'm not an idiot. Like, I'm not doing that. But when it comes down, I do. All right, so what I'm looking at is, well, a lot. Mostly Sorry for this. Still pneumonia, or however you want to call it. At least my lungs got infected. But crypto gaming, it's gonna be freaking huge, guys. I can't stress this enough. Crypto gaming is gonna be huge. And I want to show you one tweet that I just saw today, which is also showing that. Alex Becker, the king of crypto gaming comedy, he says, here's what's about to happen in crypto gaming. I've sat down with a few true AAA studios, Gunzilla, who is making Play Off the Grid. And I don't know when, where, what that's going to release, but if that's happening, I'm putting all my money in. I'm stealing your grandmother's sucks. Then that's like incredible. I love what Play Off the Grid is like. Off the Grid is like, it looks beautiful, and Gunzilla is yeah, man. I don't know. Beautiful, man. I cannot say anything else. It's my bitch. It's my beauty. It's my baby. Sorry. Wow. He said, I can say with extreme certainty mainstream adoption is happening in the next year and a half. Big, well-run pro companies with decades of success and making games where nearly every aspect of the game will be on-chain. But more, it will be seamlessly bring users into Web3 as they are playing any other game. For example, Off the Grid, screenshot below, will be on consoles. The users brought it into Web3 in seconds. And that's what you want, right? You want, like, although, try to explain Web3 to an average person. It's hard. But if you use crypto gaming to do so, it's extremely easy, right? But it's even better if people are playing Web3 games without even knowing that it's Web3. That's where you want to be. And that's where I'm going to talk about what I'm interested in when it comes to certain projects. Anyway, when this happens, we are going to see a few things. A, hundreds of millions of people starting to engage with Web3 games. B, the money/speculation already here go into these games and cause a nuclear bull run in all gaming assets, tokens/crypto. It's all going to be going to take one, maybe two games to start this domino effect. I've seen them, they are coming, and they're coming soon. These will not be crypto games. Those will be just games that everybody plays. And then just like that, everyone is using blockchain. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, you want people to play those games without knowing that it actually has something to do with crypto. This is a really interesting tweet because Play Off the Grid is one. But there are a lot of interesting games coming out soon. And if you haven't seen the interview between I think it was the CEO of IMX and Elio Becker on Elio Trades, his channel. Did I say Elio Becker? Sorry, I'm so freaking sick still. Maybe it's his little brother though, I don't know, but Elio Trades. But go watch that. IMX is onboarding 200 games the next year. Maybe one of those is that hit, right? Just saying. So yeah, you can, of course, when all these games come out on the open market, like invest in those games. Stupid, okay? Where you want to be is the chains where they're being built on. IMX, it's a 1.5 billion dollar market cap. It can do I don't know, 10x, and then it's 15 billion. Who says IMX cannot do 100x from here, for example? And I'm not saying it will. It's not likely. But then again, these kind of things are the safest bets that can actually give you way more returns than when you are just looking for some 100x bullshit projects and lose your money on half of it. So now you actually need a 200x and you're going to go even more risky and you're wasting all your money. Right? That's not what you want to do. You want to also not lose money to make money. It's, believe it or not, pretty important. So what I'm looking at is, like, for example, IMX. Hey, did we had a big ass buy opportunity here at 50 cents and even here at 38 cents? Yes. Would I ever come back there? Well, this probably not. This probably. If it does, I'm going in heavy. IMX is definitely on top of my list. I'm not looking necessarily at the Illuviums, right? What you want to take a look at is that an Illuvium now for a single game is pretty high cap already, okay? And that's what a lot of people, they look at Illuvium again, and they look like, oh, the price, it's now $112, but it came from almost $2,000, right? $1,900, so it can do a 19x from here. No, that's not true. If you look at the market cap, it came from a, well, $1.2 billion market cap, and it's now sitting at a $700 million market cap. It can almost do a 2x and then go back, and that's the all-time high. The risk reward on Illuvium is not worth it for me, in my opinion. This is not a chart that I feel like, hey, this is looking good. It was sitting at a $60 million market cap. It's now 600. If you don't have this, forget about it. You missed it. So what? Doesn't matter. There's more, right? The IMXs, that's what I'm interested in. Ronin. I think people should not underestimate the Ronin chain. That's why Axie Infinity is built. That's why Pixels is built. I think a lot of more interesting projects are going to be built right there. Look at that kind of stuff, right? And again, the chart right now, a lot of people, they're scared. They look at this and they feel like, oh, yeah, you missed out now. Bro, nobody says that it will not go down anymore. Nobody says that it can't go higher anymore. Don't cry over it. And the price chart, man, I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, if you look at what's a good chain that has a lot to do with crypto gaming, it's Avalanche, for example, right? It now has a $7 billion market cap. Okay, now let's take a look at Ronin, which has a $300 million market cap, aka from the current prices, Ronin has a 20x, more than a 20x to go to be where Avalanche is right now. Not even to talk about where Avalanche will be in the next bull, right? But that's just what Ronin has to go from here. And I know AVAX is more than just gaming, but this is not an unrealistic comparison. Mainly because in this case, look where Ronin is listed. All fucking shit. Katana Exchange, right? They're like, but, and Digifinex, OKX, Gate, Maxi. Like, a regular shitcoin is listed at the same exchanges. Like, this is not good, right? Their own exchange, of course, on the Ronin chain. But for the rest, Maxi, no offense, but everything lists on Maxi. But that's a good thing, because everybody now like, oh yeah, it's so hard to buy right now. Well, yeah, now you make an account on Maxi and you buy it. But this thing will get listed on bigger exchanges, 100%. And then it's easier to buy, it's more accessible, and it goes up. Ronin is a really easy play, in my opinion. Also, we had IMX, we have Ronin. What else is there? Well, what else is there is we have Beam, for example. Beam is newer, but Beam is... look. Beam is a chain with a $400 million market cap. So kind of the same, give or take. So this was Merit Circle, and they have migrated to Beam, and now it's Beam. So yeah, that's what it did, basically. But this was also on the AVAX, and now they have their own chain. And a lot of projects will build on this. So there's not a lot of history on this, as you can see right here. But have you missed out on this? No, hell no. No, not in my opinion. I think that this is a real good chance to do incredibly well. It gives you perfect exposure to crypto gaming, right? And you see it now everywhere, right? Everybody talks about crypto gaming. Yeah, and it went up. Should have been there before, right? And don't be one of the 3 bitter people on my channel. You said like, yeah, but you said there was another 50% dip coming, and now you missed out. I haven't missed out on shit. I made more money than you, bro. I've been in Next category, launchpads. Look at launchpads, because where do you think most of these big projects are coming out? Are they gonna release on pink sale? Right? No, they're not gonna do that. They probably gonna list on well, like they're probably gonna launch, if not right away list on big exchanges, but launch on the biggest launchpads. And what's the biggest? Cedarfy, right? Cedarfy, Cedarfly has been doing extremely well. It went from like 50 cents to 250. It did a 5x, and this gives you exposure to all these new releases. So that's where you want to be as well. Launchpads. Same goes for, I don't know, Decubate, Engine Starter, Pools Finance, you'll name it, right? Chain GPT. They are not doing well for no reason, right? And what you can do is, but it's lower down my list though. But look at the studios, like Playable, like Gala, like Lit Lab. But you know, this looks really fantastic, but this is not. It hasn't been doing that well though. Magic, like a lot of those. There's more, but yeah, whatever. Let's take those for now. However, the big games that are now seem to get the hype, like Play Off the Grid, like Off the Grid, say Play Off the Grid as their Twitter ticker, they are not being built by Playable Games or anything, right? So it could be, of course, that one of these studios has a killer game and then the studio does very well as well. And like Alex Becker said, like if these things blow up, everything in crypto blows up. So yes, you can of course also say like, you know what, fuck all that. I'm gonna put all my money into Altora, right? Fine, Altora will do very well. Why? Altora is there for the NFTs. Altora and Remark, for example. I have Remark right here. Yeah, Altora, Remark, all there for the NFTs. Yeah, NFTs will probably be integrated in these games, right? Or in these gaming studios. Yeah, and if that's gonna happen again, then you can of course say that they will do very good. Volker Forge as well. It's a layer one. It is a gaming studio. It's kind of all in one basically, and I think that Vulcan Forged could do really well as well. I don't see them putting out that big hit though yet. So yeah, that's the thing. Same with Games for a Living. Insane price momentum. And Elemental Raiders, good game, but if you want to really take advantage of the big hit that might come out, yeah, you might want to take a look at things like IMX and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I want to leave it right here. I hope this was useful. My conviction is growing, guys, and I think it's time to be here. So if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and I will be back soon. I think, probably.